Good morning, friends. Once again, welcome to the counseling session. Today I'm going to speak about writing the exam on the day before the examination, on the day of examination, after the examination. All these things will be discussed. Remember, this is the third part, which the first and second part is already over. I hope that you have listened and you have got some of the ideas. Let me discuss today about the writing the exam. It's a skill. Within the given time, you have not only to answer the stipulated number of questions correctly, but also impress the examiner to get the best grade. Remember how to impress, mainly by making your answers very good answers. You are planning very well, your style of answering, your correctness of answering, and also you are doing everything systematically, and you are presenting very well on the paper. On the day before the exam, be well prepared and confident. Get a good night's sleep and be well rested. And you should know the location of the exam hall and how to reach there. If possible, visit the exam hall or center to familiarize yourself with the location, so that when you write the exam, you will feel at home in the familiar surroundings. Know well about the exam you are going to face next day. Is it a theory examination or a practical examination? If it is a theory examination, is it an essay type of examination or problem-oriented examination or multiple questions? Earlier also I told that how the type of question papers you should know. Know about the structure of the exam question paper, duration of the exam, number of questions to be answered, etc., etc. Then you have to remember to organize the things. Keep the hall ticket, pen, pencil, eraser, scale, logbook or handbook or calculator if it is required for the exam in your bag on the previous night itself. This may be like thinking that, all these simple, but this is only the way of reminding you people when you are stressed. Nothing to worry. And you have to proceed for the exam. On the day of the examination, what you have to do? On the day of examination, have a good breakfast. Remember that brain runs on sugar, so have a breakfast considering of sugar, carbohydrates and proteins. Revise only the important notes. Don't indulge in last-minute preparation, panic or confuse yourself. Ensure that you have already done thorough revision earlier. Please remember, once again I'm telling, don't indulge in last-minute preparation to avoid confusion, to avoid panic yourself. Check that you have organized everything properly in your bag. As I said earlier, if you tense and stressed up, practice some deep breathing. Eat carefully and drink a lot of water. Reach the exam hall early, at least 30 minutes before the scheduled commencement of examination. Maintain a positive attitude throughout the examination and look forward to write the examination. What you have to do during the examination, remember, as soon as the answer books are distributed, read the instructions and fill in the relevant information like name, code of the paper, seat number, registration number, and name of the candidate means your name, exam center number, whatever it may be, like, in different way maybe, but still you have to see that, might have been practiced before in the pre-board examination or model examination. Wait calmly as question paper is distributed, fill yourself with positive attitude and repeat to yourself, I can do it. Take a few deep breaths after you receive the question paper. If you still feel nervous, stretch yourself to keep the spine straight and try the psychological trick of focusing your full attention somewhere else for a couple of minutes, say on the clock, on the wall, or on some object seen through the window. As you breathe in and out deeply, imagine that you are filling yourself with courage and positive attitude. And once again I'm telling, repeat to yourself, I can do it, it is easy. So you will definitely do it because it is easy. Don't start writing the answers immediately. Instead, read the instructions at the top of the paper, question paper, carefully. Read the question paper fully and mark the questions you are confident about and the order in which you will answer these questions. Quickly you have to estimate the time available to answer each question and plan your time schedule depending upon the complexity of the answer. Keep at least 10 minutes for revising all the answers at the end. Remember, these things and all, you can just revise, you can just do it even earlier, but still in the hall you have to remember, you have to quickly estimate how much you can write, what are the questions you can write easily at the beginning and everything. Answer the easier questions first to the best of your capacity. This may give a good impression to the examiner and also boost your confidence. Be careful not to write wrongly or illegibly at the very beginning of your answer paper and then strike off the written matter. This will give the bad impression to the examiner. Remember, write the answer which you know, but you have to take care about the sub-questions of a given question continuously. If there are parts like A, B, C for given questions, answer them continuously. Don't write answer to part A in the beginning of the answer paper and then part B or C at the end. This may irritate the examiner and you have to be very careful. After completing one section, you can go to the next section also. And in that section, if you are very confident of writing that, some of the questions very easy, that you write first. Write legibly. Remember, someone has to read your answers and evaluate them, so that you have to be very careful while writing the answers. Don't get stuck on one question and waste time. This is very important. If you are not able to proceed with the answer, don't panic, but leave the required space and proceed to answer the next selected question. You can return to the unfinished answer and complete it later. Many times the answer to that unfinished question may flash in your mind when you are answering some other question. But remember, don't get stuck on one question and waste your time. Manage the time well. Have a look at the clock. I don't say oftenly you see the clock, but still you can. Let your answers be clear, brief, and to the point. Don't beat about the bush or unnecessarily make the answer long and complicated. While answering multiple choice questions, form an answer in your mind first and then look at the choices given. Remember, points you have to remember and write the points one by one. Don't give an impression to the examiner that you are guessing and answering. Never be in a hurry. Don't confuse yourself. Many times, clues to a correct answer may be available in the answer question paper itself and somewhere else in the question paper, but still never be in a hurry, but you have to use your mind and don't confuse it. You can use memory techniques, mnemonics, wherever applicable, depending upon the question paper. If you need additional paper, supplements, or graph paper, or data book, or whatever it may be, stand up calmly and draw the attention of the examiner or exam supervisor and politely ask for the same. Remember to revise answers in the last 10 minutes of the exam and correct the mistakes, if any. You should positively do this, since it is quite possible that you might have committed some errors or mistakes while answering in a hurry. You can just go through it in the last 10 minutes and correct it. When the exam supervisor announces for you to tie up the answer paper and the supplements, do so immediately. However, check carefully that you have tied up all the papers in correct order. Don't get it confused and don't do like, simply put the paper and tie it. Don't panic when the final bell rings. Wait for the exam supervisor to come to you and to collect the answer papers. And while waiting, once again, check that you have written your answer paper very well, your seat number or registration number, exam paper, everything correct, and in the front page, whatever to be written, that is written or not, you must see. When the supervisor approaches you, hand over the paper to him. Remember, A, B, C, D, E of a good student must be alert, must be bold, must be creative, must be disciplined, must be enterprising. Remember, A, B, C, D of a good answer to. It should be accurate, brief, clear, direct, and effective. This is very important. Okay, once again I tell you that about after the examination or after the exam is over, don't indulge in post-mortem of the exam. It will only result in waste of time. Don't compare with your friends. It will only result in depression or heartburning. Introspect about your performance. This will help you in realizing where you did well and where your performance was not up to the mark. Learn from your mistake and determine not to commit those mistakes again and plan perform better in the next exam. Relax and trust in God. You have done your best. Now don't unnecessarily worry, but relax. Have faith in the law of nature of God that sincere and hard work will certainly be rewarded with success. So I wish you all the success, and I wish you to get very good marks, very good grades in your examination. And remember, once again I'll tell you 7 steps to success. You have to remember that, dream or desire strongly, determine firmly, discriminate wisely, discuss humbly, devote fully, dedicate completely, do it wholeheartedly. You have to get inspired and you have to get motivated and you have to do well, and I hope that all stress will go away from you and you will be rewarded accordingly. And I wish you all the best. Once again, I wish you all the best. Thank you, one and all.